of Motherwell.
Charlie McNally from Blackwood in the Diocese of Motherwell died in 1992. However, it was in 1985 that he was given the last rites. Annie, your husband Charlie took ill in 1985. What was wrong?
Well, he'd had an operation. He'd had a prostate gland operation, and he was back home right enough for about 2 days when he took very ill again. Had to be sent back into hospital. His lung had collapsed, and he was very, very ill, and he was unconscious.
I understand he was given the last rites.
It was a Saturday night, and I had been in to see him. It was late when I went in. It was over 9 o'clock. Went in to see him, and he was unconscious, and he had the sweat of death was in his brow, and his hair was hard. We come back home, and I phoned the Monsignor. He was across the road, the church across the road. So he went in to see him and gave him the last rites. And when he came back, he came in and he said, you know, he's very, very ill. I said, yes, I understand that.
You prayed to Margaret Sinclair, didn't you?
We prayed hard, and I prayed hard to Margaret Sinclair that night when I come back home, because they'd only given him, they thought he would die during the night. And it was about 7:30 in the morning. I thought, I can't remember whether I phoned the hospital or somebody phoned me, but they had said he had woke up, he'd sat up and asked for a cup of tea. And for that, then he began to get on. And he said, I heard a voice saying to him, you're not going to die. And he says, he looked, and he says, there wasn't a nurse in sight. And I mean, he was very emphatic in that. He wasn't a person that imagined a thing or was a type.
Who did he think the voice was?
Well, he didn't know. He never said who he thought it was. He says it was a voice and there was nobody to be seen.
Who do you believe it was yourself?
Well, it could have been Margaret Sinclair, because when he looked for a nurse, must have been a woman's voice.
How do you feel about Margaret Sinclair?
Oh, I would love it. She was kind of nice. It would be a great tribute for us and for Scotland to have another saint.